of people on Snapchat, I don't have Snapchat anymore, I deleted it, but when I used to, I've just had dick pics sent straight to me, like, no hello.
Wait, was it erect? Or was it flaccid?
Today I am very excited. We have our first guest, the amazing Suzette Brissett. Give it up for Suzette. Suzette is a choreographer from South London. She identifies as she and her. She appreciates good-looking males but dates women only, is 34 years old and has had 9 serious relationships.
Oh my God.
Welcome.
It seems like a lot, ain't it? 9.
No, I'd say that's pretty cool. But more importantly, we need to focus on our topic for today. And our topic for today is relationships and dating after 30 years old. So straight up, what's your impression on that topic?
I think you just been through a lot whilst you was in your 20s, and you just live and learn, ain't it? I mean, I've had my heartbreaks in my early 30s, you know what I mean? So I think it's a situation where you can't really put age in anything.
Oh, you had heartbreaks in your 30s as well?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Because a lot of people kind of go through that stuff in their 20s and feel like they know everything by their 30s, but...
Oh God, no,
it's
no,
not.
No, it
Okay.
happens.
All right.
Age ain't nothing but a number, just like what it said. You know what I mean?
For sure. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get straight into some of the points. As you guys know from my previous podcasts, I always research and I do my due diligence. And we're starting off guiding this conversation with intention. So what would you say, Suzette, is the intention usually for most 30-year-olds when they're dating? Different to 20-year-old mindset? Or the same? Like, what would you say? What's the intention?
You know what? I just think it's all the individual people. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't really. I mean, for me personally, in my 30s, I know that it's going to be a serious thing. I want to settle down. It's not no long thing. I want it to be a serious relationship. I'm going into it not just as like, okay, I'm here just to sleep with you, I'm here. No, this is going to be serious.
Yeah.
Are you involved in being serious with me as well? We're going to go down the yellow brick road. Together and have that happy ever after. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I'm too old to be...
For that shit.
Yeah.
So you're basically saying your intention's out there and you need to make sure that the other person, because they may be in their 30s, they may not.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be dealing with our grown, mature mindset, let's say, is 30 plus.
Yeah.
But sometimes having to merge that with someone who might not be 30. So we've got to
That's why you need to have that communication. Communication for me is the absolute key. My current girlfriend right now, like we had a solid month just talking. We didn't even meet up, just talking on the same level. Our communication's great. So it's a situation where, you know, you can just tell by someone's intentions by, even like, let's just say on Tinder. When I go hey and a person go hey, and then they don't reply back sometimes like 2-3 days after, you can say you ain't serious.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if someone's like having that full-on communication going, hey, how was your day? Yeah, it was great. Back and forth.
Exactly.
Bam, 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 bam. You can just tell.
The one that irks me the most is on those dating apps, and we can mention that later, is when the first comment they say is, you're sexy, or it's nah. No.
Do you know what? Do you know what my one was to my girlfriend? I went,
oh no.
I said, hey blue eyes.
No, but that's not that bad, because that's not sleazy. I'm talking about the ones that you can just tell. Sexy. Oh gosh, when it's like you've got, if they're just trying to be too sexual from the first message or too sleazy, I'm immediately not attracted straight away.
Yeah, but it's the generation though, innit, that we're in. Everyone's trying to be all cool,
trying
to downplay their feelings.
Yeah, but it's just like, say something else. Like, say even the boring "how was your day" is better than "hey sexy girl." No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, to be honest, I've never done that. I might need to, I mean, I've deleted that, but
I mean, yeah, for me, that doesn't work. For some people, they might like that little bit of kind of sexual attention to them. For me, I do later on. But the first impression.
How later on, though? What, the second?
Like the second message, no.
Sleep with me.
Just like, I don't know, just get to know, ask the basic questions. Ask how your day was. Ask what do you do. Ask what are your passions, what are your hobbies. Cover your bases before you're straight in there. And regardless anyway, because even if they do send some sexual messages or texts or whatever, until you're actually in each other's presence, that's a waste. It's dead. You might as well wait until you're in each other's presence before you can start creating those sexual vibes. Anyway, that's my opinion.
Yeah, but that's on you. Yeah, I mean, everyone has things differently.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. What about for you?
I mean, with my current girlfriend, like, it was a situation, like I said, we was talking for a good solid month, and it was just like the communication, like I said, was on another level. So it was like, not one day went by that we didn't message each other.
But was it always?
No, it wasn't always a sexual thing.
See?
It was always like getting to know each other because I for me, what stimulates me in a sexual thing is not always like, you know, let's talk about
being
sex.
bait.
Yeah, it's all about being bait. You can be subtle.
Exactly.
And plus, it's more about like your mind and your mindset and just like how you are, you're ambitious. You know, like someone's ambitious. It turns me on. I'm like, oh, you're ambitious. You've got things going on for you. You know. Exactly.
And I think that's the thing. I prefer sexiness in subtle ways.
Yeah.
And like sexual flirtation and all that stuff in subtle ways. Like, there's time to be bait later on when it's in person.
It's this whole thing though. It's like, for me, let's just say, I'm going to say the name, like Kim K. Yeah. When she doesn't have her clothes on and she's doing her like poses and whatnot, let's just say, for me, I see it as art. I'm just like, okay, it's an art thing, but for me, it doesn't do anything for me. I think a girl can be sexy even with just like the amount of clothes on. Is it how you handle yourself, the way you conduct yourself, the way you move and whatnot. You don't always have to like show everything in order for you to be sexy.
100%. And that's how I feel about when a guy or girl texts you and they're straight away talking about too much sexual stuff. That's how I feel. I feel like they're putting too much on the plate.
So whatever, like, I want to know. So what has been the biggest turn off for you with a guy just saying something like?
I've had people on Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat anymore. I deleted it. But when I used to, I've just had dick pics sent straight to me, like no hello.
Wait, was it erect? Or was it flaccid?
I've had a selection, and it's just, but it's poor. Not the dick pic itself, but it's poor because there's not even an introduction. There's no preparation.
Not even a hello. It's just bam.
It's just they've sent it to you, and that's part of the reason why I deleted Snapchat. Anyway.
Wait. But have you sent anything?
No.
You don't do any of that?
No. I keep that stuff within the boyfriend-girlfriend bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you.
No, I'm not about trying to get screenshot and put on Pornhub.com. But all right, so we've established now that you've got to have the same intention.
Yeah.
You've just mentioned about communication. One thing that I was thinking about here, and that really applies to myself as well, is during my 20s, I did a lot of travel. So I was traveling, I was hustling, I was working across different things. But we have to appreciate that everyone's priorities are different. Do you think by the time we're 30 that we all merge together our priorities? What's your thoughts on that?
No, not really.
Right.
No. I mean, like I said, it's down to the individuals who you meet along the way, because everyone's priorities are completely different. Some people want to have kids. Let's just say at 30, some people might not. Some, people's career might be on a different journey for them, so they might want to have kids at 40, later in life and stuff. Career-wise as well, everyone's, which is a great thing, everyone's like bang on their careers and whatnot, and it's just different paths and whatnot. It's just down to the individual who you meet, that you have that communication with, and then you can see, do you know what? You're on the same wavelength as me. I'm on the same wavelength as you. When do you want to settle down? When do you want to have kids? Are you thinking of buying a house? Are you thinking of? Do you know what I mean? There's all them sort of.
And do you have all of those quite important questions early on, or do you let it play out?
Listen, I think it just needs to happen naturally. It's not just like, hi, do you want kids?
Yeah.
Do you want a house? It needs to be on a normal conversational vibes that you're having, and everything just flows really well.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I agree, but also part of me is like, when we're older, I feel like things happen a little bit faster because we're kind of done with the bullshit and our tolerance level is low.
Level, I swear to God.
I can't be doing it.
I don't know what happened, but when I turned 30, my tolerance level went like literally
0. Yeah.
Like I have no patience for bullshit.
Same.
Do you know what I mean? It's like it becomes the stage. I'm too grown for that now.
Yeah, but it's true.
I'm too grown for that.
But the thing is that part of me as well makes me slyly ask them questions a bit earlier on because, for example, I'm not a specifically religious person. So if I met someone and they were, doesn't mean that you can't still work out.
Yeah.
But let's say if you did want to have kids, it gets messy, you know, how you bring people up and how you, and the values, they might not be the same.
Yeah.
So it's just, I feel like with me, because I also have less tolerance, I think I ask a few more of those kind of important questions.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit too early on, maybe, but
I don't think when I was in like my early 20s, I never had any of them questions. I don't know. I think the life that we live in now, like when you watch like Love Island and everything, like everyone's like really mature for their age. I think, but I don't know what the hell I wasn't even doing in my 20s. Let's just say, like that's how old I am now. I'm just like, let me go back in time.
But maybe it's like maturity in a different way, because you just said that everyone's more mature, but I think in some ways they are. They know how to contour.
Yeah.
They know how to
be that face. Yeah.
But do they know how to separate social media from real life? Do you know what I mean? There's lots of different ways of being mature. But yeah. I know what you're saying. People are thinking about things that maybe we never used to when we were 20. Yeah. That leads me into our next point. How would you say we can learn from our past relationships, but not make us jaded and not make us like bitter, angry females who don't deserve love? Like, how do you think we as 30-plus-year-olds can learn from all of our mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes, learn from observing and hearing other people's stories and our own failed relationships, and move that into the present without too many guards up, without too many, like trying to protect ourselves too much? Yeah. How do you think we can go about that? Or how do you go about that, having been in relationships? You said you've been in 9
But how many have you been?
Okay, I'll let you talk and then I will come in my mind.
Okay. It is just a natural thing, you know. I mean, for me, you can't paint everyone with the same brush. And like it's a hard one, because it's like I've been in relationships that it's been like, in the beginning it's all nice, and then when it starts to fizzle out, then you start to see the actual real person for who they are. Yeah. And then I start to realize, oh my God, I've actually put myself in the same situation when I said I'm never going to be in that situation ever again. Yeah. So, but it's a hard one, because you obviously want to protect yourself. Like for me, being at my age now, I wanted to protect myself before me and my girlfriend was just like saying, do you know what, let's make this official. Yeah. And she was on the same page as well with her previous relationship, but it was good because we spoke about our past, and then we realized it was like the same. Like,
so you were open about it?
We were very open about it.
Early on. Okay. Early
on we spoke about it, and then it was a situation where it's just like, do you know what, I'm not in that stage yet to just want to just like be with someone just for the sake of it. Yeah. And obviously you can fall into that, because when you're a bit older, you know, for me, like, let's just say for you might fall in that stage and go, oh my God, I want to have kids at like early 30s. I want to get married at early 30s. But for me, I'm just chilled. It's just like, whatever. Yeah. But, yeah, like, I feel like it's a situation where you speak, you communicate, and then you start to put all the puzzles together, like put the pieces together to be like, do you know what? This person's not like the person who I was in a relationship previous from before. She's different from the person that I was with. Yeah. She's bringing more to my life with like positive vibes. She's just, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So, but how do you not paint her with the same brush that you've painted? Are there any red flags you're looking for? Are there things that you're like, whoa, if I see that happen again and that triggers something that's happened before?
Okay, so for instance, in the past I've had girls who cannot communicate. All they do is shout, scream, throw things, like the smallest thing can happen, and then they make it into a bigger thing.
Okay.
When realistically all it needs to be is just, let's sit down, let's just talk about it.
So if your present girlfriend behaved like that,
oh yeah, for me it's just like, well, if you can't communicate on a level, then for me it's going to be a triggering point, because that's what I was with in the past.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and that's the good thing about it. Like, there's things that I've done, let's just say, not bad things, it's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
And the way she just comes across, like, to me, the way she speaks to me, the way she's just so level-headed, and I'm just like, wow, I'm not used to that. I am not used to that, and I love it, because it's like, this is what I actually deserve. I deserve someone that know how to communicate with me on a purer level than having to like shout and start to do all the madness. I don't need all that madness.
And it's not realistic long term, is it? Because in life we're going to go through loads of ups and downs, and if every single time people make a mistake you're shouting and making a drama, it's exhausting.
I don't need that drama. There's drama outside. I don't need the drama inside my house.
Exactly. And that, I think what's great about being 30 and dating is by that time we have established what our red flags are. We know what triggers us, because it will trigger us, and we'll know it will bring that feeling or emotion back to us. How important is looks and sexual chemistry compared to your 20s and now?
I mean, I know I sound a little bit vain and stuff, but look, okay, listen, when people say, it's not just about the look, listen, it is about the look. Because realistically, when you're swiping on Tinder, that's the first thing you see is looks.
Of course, you don't see that they're a caring person.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, for me, looks and sexual chemistry is it has to be the one. Do you know what I mean? Like,
the one, or important but not that important?
I think, do you know what? For me, everything just needs to be on the same surface.
Like a balance.
Just needs to be on the same surface and stuff. The same, like we said, the balance needs to be up there, because for me, I need to be like, I need to look at you and want to just rip your clothes off when you're my partner. Yeah. Like, I want to be like, and then the second thing is just the mind, your mind. Like, if you can stimulate me just with the words that come out your mouth, then
But in terms of priority, let's say during your 20s and now into your 30s, where would you say, has it shifted?
It's still been the same.
Oh, okay.
It's still been, it's never been a thing of like, it's just me as a person. Like, pretty, good looking, know how to look after yourself. And for me, the simplest thing, like, I've been brought up in a household where my mum's like, you need to cook. Like, I was cooking family meals, you know what I mean? So it's a situation where it's like, if you're just a homebody that knows how to cook, I'm not trying to say like I need you in the kitchen 24/7, but just, do you know what I mean? It's you're not independent. You're not just a pretty face. Yeah. You're not just a pretty face. You're not just bringing just pretty looks or anything, because that can come and go. But if you've got, let's just say, you know how to throw it down in the bedroom, but then you know how to throw it down in the kitchen, but then you know how to throw it down at work. Yeah. But you know how to throw it down. Do you know what I mean? It just needs to, that surface level. But it's always been there since the 20s till now.
See, for me, I think from being brought up in the performing arts industry like you, we're used to attractive people, innit? And there's a good thing about that and a bad thing about that. For me, in my experience with dating, I've dated people who are attractive, and
like one of your ex-boyfriends, he was good looking. I'm not was, but he is good looking.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But what I found is there is a correlation between a good looking man and an ego. And I feel like I went through a phase where I wanted to date people that weren't as good looking.
What, to build up?
To see if like it would be more successful. I felt like when I've dated good looking men, one, they know about it. Two, girls throw themselves at them, which means more temptation, which means more drama. Can I find someone that is attractive still, but maybe not the hottest guy or not the most attractive? Do you know what I mean? Because we got used to it, I think, in the performing arts. You just used to six packs.
But then it's down to you, though.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
So for me, you're basically telling me that you can be a jealous person. Let's just say. But you're trying to say like, oh, if a girl is talking to that, or
no, I'm saying about the guy. He can't handle himself.
He can't handle.
I'm not talking about me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Jazmine.
No, I can slightly be jealous, of course.
Yeah.
I think most people can,
jealousy,
but it's about
sometimes
acting on it.
Yeah.
It's about acting on it and how you. At the end of the day, the age we are now. You just, if you're going to be with someone, you have to trust them. You have to trust them. It's too tiring and too exhausting to not. You might as well be single. Like, it's not worth it. But going back to like dating people who are attractive, I just feel like in my 30s now.
It's down to that. Listen, okay. So for instance, sorry to cut you off. Prime example, Instagram. People are going to be sliding people's DMs. Let's just say, right? But then, not even on the DMs, is the comments down below. For some weird reason, you can get a girl that is like doing her poses and whatnot. Yeah. But then you can see the comments below. If the comments below with a guy just says, I don't know, fire or whatever it is. I mean, a fire that for me is nothing.
Yeah.
And if you see all the comments are like, just nice, oh, you look good, girl, like, you know, productive. But then, for some weird reason, what I see, it's down to the other individual. You can get comments where guys are being disrespectful. Yeah, I want to do this, want to do that, and whatnot. For me, for some reason, it just shows the sort of character that you are because you entertain that.
Who? The girl or the guy?
The girl. I see it as that.
You think the girl entertains that?
It's not the
serious.
No, I think it's down to. Okay, prime example. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying her name. Look at Kim K's Instagram. Do you see people when she's posting her being naked going, "I want to beat that. I want to tap that."
I don't know. I don't think so. Do they?
It's because of how you carry yourself.
No, but what attracts and turns guys on? You could be doing the most classy photo, and someone will be like, "I want to pull your hair and hit you from the back." Like it, you are not in control of other people's responses. Yeah, but then, except if you want to block and delete them.
Yeah, but then sometimes it's down to, I don't know. That's how I see it as, because you know what? I've been out with a girl that's the dominatrix, and in her comments there was nothing like that in her comments below. No one disrespected, no one saying, and full knowing well that she was in a relationship.
But do you think that's because she blocked and deleted and cleaned it up, so it was like aesthetically?
But then even so, if she did that, if she blocked and cleaned it up, it just shows the person that she is.